you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators offense will go on the attack first. Last meeting was a classic as the Gators pulled out a close one.
Guys, it's a rivalry game that gets circled in the offseason, and for Gator fans in Gainesville and across the country, they have been... all year long after that win last season.
Give to Brown. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
So the Florida State Seminoles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sperry. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Noles will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a... There he goes! They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. but a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Finds his tight end. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Welch. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Berry. He's got his man, makes the grab. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Turning on the jet. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away. Out into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself, His eyes got enormous, chewed up a big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Dropping back, it's Glagway. Throws to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. This is one of those plays where he puts it on the money, and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
QB draw. Powers through the defender. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed behind the line. It's Craver. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd and goal for this offense. On the option. Now the pitch. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gators! Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Gibson. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Noles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Flagway. Gets it to the back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gibson. And the returner will be knocked down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. Defense is there to... stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Caught behind the line. It's Pittman. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bringing the heat. Still looking. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective.
The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for space. It's Welsh. Got enough for the 1st. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Zings it complete to the right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Berry. Oh, sweet feet. Complete to the left. His defense giving up ground. He's finally knocked down at the 26. The Noles are marching down the field.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Got it behind the line. It's Robinson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Just keep swinging it. With the catch, it's Welch.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. That pulls them to within 15. 28-13 the score. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by just one over Auburn. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Got a man, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. He'll throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Makes the catch. It's Fleming. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's caught. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They've been great on 3rd down. Now to finish the deal on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gators! And the punishment has been extended. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Let's go. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Pocket breaking down. Finds his man, it's Pittman. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Through his fingers. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Gators are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pittman. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. Offense, guys, they have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. It's complete. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators are on the move. The give on the inside. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Florida. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these. Rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership... experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Handoff from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun. Give on the inside. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front. They definitely struggled on that play.
And the Noles will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner runs. Real estate as he goes down. Looking for a crease. It's ball. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that 1st down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Jones to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Man, for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 5 over Auburn. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Got it, looking for the first down. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.